Wait, I gotta get 100. Wait, this has to be an animation real quick. Hold up. Now, there are four main states of matter. Of course, there's more, but the main ones are solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. Now, most of these correlate with each other, so we'll just do a short explanation of each one and how it ties with each other. Now, I'll try to keep this short. Anyways, this is a solid, obviously. A solid is made up of a bunch of small molecules vibrating in a fixed position. Now, what this means is there's energy, but it's not moving. So, there's two types of solids, crystalline and amorphous. Now, crystalline has a set melting point and is more crystal, as it hints in the name. Now, this is what it looks like. Amorphous solids are made up of softer materials, such as something like clay. It is solid, but you could shape it into whatever you want. Now, these are usually irregular shapes instead of regular shapes, like crystalline solids. Now, mostly all objects can become liquid by a process called melting. That being the opposite of freezing, which we'll get into later. Anyways, melting. Set point of how hot object can get before it turns into a liquid. Now, the reason why it turns into a liquid is because solids, as I said, have fixed positions of molecules that vibrate. So, heat makes it vibrate more, which is, pretty obvious. But as it vibrates more, it becomes less of a fixed position, and it melts, becoming a liquid. Now, liquids are a bunch of molecules that flow around each other instead of having a fixed position. Now, this means they have volume but no real length. Another transition that happens between the matters is boiling, which is liquid to gas. Now, it is pretty similar to why solids become into liquids melting. It is pretty similar to melting. You heat this liquid up so much to the point of boiling. Now, what is boiling? Boiling is when the particles get so fast that they become airborne and they decide to move faster and go all over the place. Like this. Now, another thing is freezing, which is quite simple. It is the transition between liquid to solid. So this being, something like water. When you freeze it, it slows down the molecules, making it solid. So water to ice. This is quite simple. Because we use it in our day-to-day lives. I don't have a good transition for this, but plasma. Oh god, that scares me. Oh no, plasma. Oh. Anyways, plasma is superheated gas. Now, what that means is, again, you're heating gas to the point where it goes super fast, but this time it has electricity. So what that means is like stuff like neon. It is found in lightning, stuff like that. It's more explosive. So that means it conducts electricity within it. You have image. This is a cool image. Um, yeah.